Hi, everybody! Roar! Creative Creature and Trucks are back with another video today, and today we are doing a review of Season 1 of Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. And I loved this series. I've always been a fan of Spider-Man ever since I watched the 90s series of Spider-Man. Well, the first time I ever watched Spider-Man was Tobey Maguire. He is the person who got me to be a Spider-Man fan. He was an awesome Spider-Man. So was Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland is still an awesome Spider-Man. I cannot wait to see him in Spider-Man 4 for the MCU. I've loved the cartoons, the 90s series, Spectacular Spider-Man, and Spider-Man Unlimited. Also, Ultimate Spider-Man and the 2017 series of Spider-Man. All of Spider-Man is great. Even the old TV show from the 70s. And, well, Kevin, can we get to the review? Oh, right. Well, Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. We see Peter with Aunt May going to his first day at Midtown High. And, well, it looks like, well, his Uncle Ben died, like, before he even got his powers, which is pretty strange because that doesn't happen until after he gets his powers. So it's a pretty near awesome dynamic. A pretty weird, strange dynamic, but doesn't matter. And who comes on the day of his first day of Midtown High? A symbiote monster. You gotta be kidding me. Venom already? Nope. Just a symbiote monster. And who's the hero that helps? Doctor Strange. And wow. Fighting a symbiote monster? I mean, wow. Coming through one of his his magic sorcery portals and fighting a symbiote monster. Wow. Yeah. And what else comes through that portal? The spider that gives Peter his powers. Yeah. And then after he gets bit by the spider, he passes out, and then it's been 3 months since then. He's already made a best friend. Her name is Nico. And he has a crush on a girl named Pearl who used to be his babysitter. That's weird. Well, it was pretty natural for, that kind of age. Well, it's perfectly normal. She's 2.5 years older than him. But, kind of weird. But I'm sure Peter will find his MJ. Yeah. And then, well, he also saves Harry Osborn. Yeah. And the way Peter made his suit, his first suit, it's like really, really interesting how he did it. And the funny thing is, this show is actually like an alternate version of 2016, like what happened in the MCU. And who they made it so it was like from when Peter gets introduced into the MCU. It was amazing, just like how, but instead of Tony Stark, it was Norman Osborn who came to him. Yeah, it was Norman Osborn, the Green Goblin himself. But then there's also other stuff. We also see Lonnie Lincoln, aka Tombstone. Who would have thought we would meet Tombstone, huh? Yeah. Didn't think we'd see old Blockhead himself. But turns out he and Peter are friends in Midtown. Star quarterback and all that. Yeah, and some other stuff happened. Norman, after Peter gets an internship at Oscorp, guess what? Well, Peter he gets his identity revealed by Norman Osborn. Yeah, Osborn figured out his secret. Yep. And he wants him to be part of his team. Yeah. Yeah. And especially, remember what I said about being an alternate version of 2016? Well, I wasn't kidding. Because instead of Tony going to Peter to help him fight against Cap, well, it turns out, since Norman reached out to Peter first, Spider-Man is not there during the whole thing in Civil War. It was happening during this whole Captain America Civil War business. And then a little after that, yeah, we also get to see Dr. Octopus. Oh, man. Old squid brain. He's not a squid. Octopus. There's a big difference. Yep. Old Otto Octavius himself. Yeah. Oh, man, I hate that guy. Yep. And he's already got beef with Osborn. Yeah. And guess what? Octavius gave Scorpion his suit. He's creating weapons for bad guys, including making Scorpion. Ooh. Yeah. And after Peter inadvertently exposed his secret to Harry after beating bad guys, now Harry Osborn is in the mix in this whole Spider Gang thing. Yeah. But what about his friend Nico? She, after, a little stuff happened, she was kind of mad at Peter after she found out his secret. She found out that he's Spider-Man, but you really can't blame him for not telling her. Yeah, I mean, you can't be mad at him for keeping a secret like this from her. Yeah, it's not like he would keep this just to be rude or anything, but you know how it is with best friends, trying to keep secrets from best friends. Yeah. And not only that, we also see a lot of other villains, like Chameleon even. Oh man, not Chameleon again. Yeah. And not only that, we also see Daredevil. Daredevil? You're kidding me, right? Yeah, and he's spying on Osborn a little, like trying to dig up dirt on him. Understandable. You know what kind of skeletons are in his closets. Yeah, even his skeletons have skeletons in their closets. Yeah, there's some other stuff that happens as well. You know the whole great power, great responsibility speech that Peter would always get, but not this time. Osborn told him with great power comes great respect. Come on, that's not how the motto goes. Yeah, it's his power, his responsibility. That's the important thing about being Spider-Man. And now, wow. And after that whole thing, when Doctor Strange appeared again after Osborn used the other Oscorp interns projects along with Peter to create a gateway project. It turns out that whole fight with the symbiote creature and Doctor Strange, it was actually a time thing, not a dimensional thing. And it was like a whole time loop thing with Peter gaining his powers. Wow, that is interesting. Yeah. Oh man, I cannot wait to see what's going to happen next. And that symbiote monster, whew, before the portal was destroyed, one little piece of it is still there. One little piece. Then that means Venom. Venom will be coming. Ooh. And possibly even Dr. Octopus will be making a very hands-on appearance. And maybe Tombstone will as well. Lonnie, he's becoming more and more Tombstone. I cannot wait to see what will happen for Season 2 of Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Yeah, this is going to be great. Yeah. So, that's going to be it for today, everybody. So, don't forget to like our videos, comment on what you think, share with your friends. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe right away. This is Create Creature and Tricks telling you to have a very webtastic day. Bye. Rah!